Hi, good evening again, peeps and peepettes. It's your man. I hope everybody's well. Again, just another little something that's come to my head whilst watching every other person, commentator do a video on, obviously on the event of today at Liverpool Crown Court with that Alex Radakubana. Kanuba, either way. Something I mentioned earlier, I think in my last one, that said he had been seen or signposted to Prevent, which is an organisation that tries to keep, from what I can read out, it's not just terrorism ideologies, it's about violent behaviour, about behaviour patterns and so on and so forth. But it was referred to them 3 times. And it became obvious that he did have a pattern of thinking along Al-Qaeda lines. Hence, he wanted to go into his old school the week before he did the Southport killings. And he'd gone in, or he was going to go in, and potentially take a lot more lives. It was apparently his old school that he'd gone to. And this is a strange bit as well, his father apparently talked him out of it. Who knew? So there's a couple of things actually in this piece that I'm doing now. When did people know that his father had talked him out of it? When did the people know that he'd got this Al-Qaeda material and this lysine product that is designed to kill many, many people? And if the father knew, when did they find out? Which kind of brings me to my main point. Right? Now, this is the murders, the tragedy that unfolded, the pointless slaughter of the 3 angels and the attempted murder of 10 other people, and then the terrorism events that came to light afterwards, obviously happened under the watch of the very new Labour government back in late July. They was elected on the 4th. The event happened on the late July. Everything else happened afterwards. But it obviously happened under Keir Starmer's watch, which is where a lot of the anger comes from about what did he know, when did he know it. My point that I want to ask, again, if anybody can help me out, does anybody know at what age Alex Radakubana was signposted for the 3 times? It was signposted 3 times to Prevent. Because I'm going to go out on a whim and say it wasn't in the 3 weeks since Keir Starmer got elected, since the Labour Party got elected. So, seeing as he was only 17, I doubt very much it was when he was 3. So I'm going to, like I said, go out on a whim and presume it was pinpointed, signposted to them, or people was intervening whilst we was under a conservative / condemn government. So that would put a lot of the emphasis on the previous governments, the previous people that was in charge to look after us, to try and prevent any terrorist issues. And obviously, we all know that regardless of who opened the borders in 97, which was Tony Blair at Labour, the Tory party did not do enough to maintain safety whilst they was open. So, but then what comes of that in my mind is if it was pinpointed, signposted to Prevent, and the authorities, therefore the local authorities, I'm presuming counter-terrorism police have been mentioned on other people's videos, Silver Fox for one, Paz 49. So the police, the authorities, the counter-terrorism units, these was all aware of him. Was it, and could this be potentially where a little bit of Keir Starmer's continual cover-up and threats to the British public, not to mention it because we will be wrong, would it have gone to the CPS whilst he was head of the CPS? And would it have been down to him, Keir Starmer and the CPS authority, to turn around and say, it's not important, we don't need to worry about it? So that would put Keir Starmer complicit in his previous job, which would then bring Keir Starmer as complicit when he became the opposition leader for Labour. But I presume it would also bring the previous Tory government complicit, as well as it would have been on their watch as the leaders of our nation, of the United Kingdom. And then that would, I presume, once the event happened, the Home Secretary now, under the event, which is Yvette Cooper of Labour, obviously, she would be complicit. So for me, this is where I said on the first video I did this morning when I saw it, or after he'd pleaded guilty, there is still a lot to untangle. There's still a lot of webs of deceit, and I think it goes way, way, way back. Well, it goes way, way back. And does it go back to Keir Starmer having a connection to his father, who came from Rwanda? His parents came from Rwanda, and apparently his father... Sorry, my dog's trying to get involved. Hey, Moo. His father... Sorry, therapy. Wait, get a minute. His father, apparently, according to some of the videos and some of the commentators, had links to a Rwanda genocide scheme, government or unit, however that was. So Keir Starmer, he's complicit, but so would the old government be, depending on at what age he was referred. And like I say, it would have been in the 3 weeks, it would have gone 3 times in 3 weeks since Keir Starmer had got elected. He was 17-year-old, so we had a 14-year Tory government leadership. So he would have gone in the 3 years previous when he was only 3-year-old. So it would have been under the government watch. So this actually brings a lot of people into disrepute and into being complicit. It could go as far back as Cameron. God, we had that many Tory prime ministers in such a short period of time, didn't we? Because it was all crap. But does anybody understand what I mean? So that would be an interesting piece of information to find out when and how old he was when he was going into school with knives or hockey sticks and being referred to prevent. It's going to get darker and dirtier before it gets any clearer and clearer. Hopefully, that might be my last video for today, but we never know. Anyway, everybody, take care, look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your neighbours, your elders, your relatives, look after your family around the table and those that you talk to long distance. And in general, just look after anybody that you think needs a kind word or a dopey dog. One of those. Look after your son. Take care. Stay proud, stay loud. Keep your eyes open, your ears open. Don't be silenced. Peace.